you would be awesome in the medical field.
The pressure comes.
I was kind of hoping your financial people could say, all right, here's your total loans.
Before the payoff.
Maybe $600, $700, $800, maybe $1,000 a day.
You're watching undercover video of Government Accountability Office investigators.
We didn't quite understand the FAFSA thing.
Pretending to be students at 15 for-profit colleges across the country.
A signing date right there for me.
Most for-profit colleges get almost 90% of their operating money from federal student loans and grants.
The students are promised a number of things.
16 of Gary Berger's clients were students at Sanford Brown. He says they all told him the same story. We talked to other students at other for-profits who told us they were tens of thousands of dollars in debt for diplomas and degrees that weren't transferable to public universities and colleges. They also told us they were promised jobs after graduation that didn't exist. Berger filed a lawsuit for his clients against Sanford Brown for making claims the company couldn't live up to. He's now negotiating with the company.
I know you're nervous.
GAO investigators found for-profit schools, including Sanford Brown, lied to students to get them to sign up.
You're going to make more money.
The New York Attorney General says the company admitted that placement data from multiple campuses had been falsified. Sanford Brown told us they're working with the AG to fix the issue. They've already set up new guidelines and hired more staff to help students find jobs.
I came there for nursing.
The dream died after Zakiya Johnson says she enrolled at Sanford Brown.
They told us, you're going to have to quit your job because this will take a lot of your time.
She's a single mother and the first person in her family to go to college.
We never had a doctor for any teachers. We barely had teachers, nobody from that field.
She says the anesthesiology lab at the Hazelwood campus was outdated.
I was just ripped off. It hurts.
She says she took 2 steps back
to get an education so I can provide for my children.
To take 1 step forward.
This is what you get after you spend the money thinking that you're going to go somewhere.
She says she's in the hole almost $50,000.
It's not accredited, can't use it anywhere, no one recognizes it.
More Zakiya Johnsons than he can count.
We don't accept many of their credits.
End up on Alan Bird's doorstep.
So the students really end up in a bind.
He's the Dean of Admissions at the University of Missouri, St. Louis.
I see the students who are either not satisfied with their experience or they realize that they can't afford to continue.
He says students from for-profit colleges don't have the basic education they need to get into a college or university.
They will likely have to start over.
Senator Tom Harkin and his committee investigated for-profits for 2 years. They found more than half the people who go to for-profits don't walk away with a degree or diploma. They don't often find work in their fields. For-profits recruit heavily at military bases and high schools. Every 30 minutes, a child filled with anticipation.
It's scary.
Fear.
It's an uphill battle.
And hope walks through Julie Kampschrader's office door at Pattonville High. She says many of her students come from low-income homes.
Are you passionate about music?
They've seen the commercials on TV.
Do you dream about being in the business?
For-profit colleges market to low-income, first-generation students.
She's a high school counselor. She tells her students about grants and student loans they can get at community colleges.
So you're talking about the price for a 2-year associate degree at, say, $50,000 to $60,000 versus, say, $5,000.
She tells her seniors student loans are full recourse. They don't go away with bankruptcy. You have to pay them back.
They will go after your Social Security, they will go after your paycheck, they will not stop.
The Pattonville School District doesn't allow for-profits to recruit here. Kampschrader says the cost to students is high debt in the long run.
Students put off buying homes, they put off getting married, they put off having children, saving for retirement, and they typically will take a job that they do not want.
She's one of the few high school counselors in the country who lobbies lawmakers to regulate for-profit colleges.
For-profit schools make a tremendous amount of money, and they use a lot of it to lobby the Congress.
Former St. Louis Mayor Clarence Harmon blew the whistle on Sanford Brown after the company fired him from his job as the president of the Hazelwood campus.
I stood up in the meeting and said, if you people continue to do this, you're going to go to jail.
He says his former company was driven more by dollars than delivering education.
Not once was the issue of student achievement mentioned as a goal.
He says he knows why for-profits target low-income students and military veterans.
That's where the money is.
You can do it. That was my dream.
The dream
It's crushed now. Go high.
is delayed. It's not dead for Zakiya Johnson. She's hoping her story
You owe it to yourself.
will stop other people from falling for a promise
I mean, I'd be on the hook for the $38,000.
that may never pay off.
Are you real serious about a program?
Yeah, I am, but I want to see if I get any